What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Mamapreneur Podcast. We're already starting with the sound effects. I love it. Welcome to episode 56 of the Mamapreneur Podcast. I am your amazing hostess with the mostest, Robbin. Welcome tonight. I am so excited. We have a nice show tonight in for a treat, honey. We have four amazing business owners coming on today talking about what they do. And I can't wait for you guys to hear about what they do, why they do what they do, and it's going to be a great show. So, hopefully you guys are, in your car, at the house, you got your drink of choice. You can't see my water. Your drink of choice, and just sit back and relax and just listen or watch the show. Okay. So, before I get to my amazing guest tonight, I always put you guys as the audience to work. Why? Because you're just listening to me or hearing me at this point. You can share the live. So I need you to share this live. If you're on Facebook, if you're watching from YouTube, make sure you are sharing. And I want you to type hashtag Mamapreneur in the comments after you share. So share. You never know. This episode could be a complete breakthrough for somebody, but you have to share the live tonight. So share. Sharing is caring. So that's the first thing. I always put you guys to work each show. Also, so after you've shared, I need you to type in the comments, where are you tuning in from? This show has people from all over. We got almost near Fort Worth, Texas, all the way to Baltimore, Maryland. Am I right, Shaniqua? Yes. So we are getting to where we're nationwide. We're trying to get worldwide. We'll get there, but nationwide at this moment. And then my other ladies that are coming on, they're DFW bound as well. And so, but I want to know in the comments, where are you guys tuning in from? So make sure you type that in. And lastly, this platform is all about networking. It's all about connecting. And this show wouldn't be here if I didn't go to a networking event. And I want to see who our entrepreneurs are in the audience. So if you have a business, please type in your business name, your website, social media, whatever in the chat. Let's network in the chat. All right. So you're sharing the live broadcast or sharing the replay, and you're letting us know where you're from. And if you're a business owner out there, I want to know who you are. So put in your business information in the chat. Okay. For those who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. My name is Robbin. I am Mamapreneur. That's why the name of the show. I'm a mama to a 14-year-old, going on 49-year-old son. I love him. He's my joy. He is the reason why I work so hard. And he is for sale for $2.99. If anyone, looking for a child, at least he's potty trained. Okay. Joking. He is not for sale. I promise. We are not selling children on the Mamapreneur Podcast. Okay. So kidding. But, a little bit about me. We work in corporate by day, and we are entrepreneur outside of all of that. This show has been around for over almost 2.5 years, and I always give shouts out to the Power Team CEO, Ms. Kesha Kesh. I appreciate her and everything that she does for me, and to help keep the show alive. So thank you, sis. I always like to give her flowers every episode, because there wouldn't be no Mamapreneur Podcast if it wasn't for her. So thank you, girl. Come on. So this show is for any type of entrepreneur. So this show is for, if you haven't started that business yet and it's just a thought, If you are just getting into the game, this show is for you. If you've been in for a little while, this show is for you. If you are what I like to call a vet, if you're a vet in the entrepreneurial ministry, this show is for you as well. So, because we're always learning, the entrepreneur, the boss lady, the boss man, we never stop learning. And so this show is not only to educate and talk about all the things, but this platform is a way to showcase female entrepreneurs from all over the country, to give them a new avenue of exposure for their businesses. And so it brings me joy to bring people on each and every show. And you guys get to hear their why and get to see what they do and potentially do business with these people. So show them some love tonight. So if they post their social media, make sure you follow, go to their website, see what they're about. You know, you may need their services. Okay. All right. And for my ones that have been rocking with me all 56 episodes, thank you. I appreciate you and your continuous support of the Mamapreneur Podcast. Okay. So before I get to my ladies, I got 9,000 announcements. Just get ready. Just hold on to your seats. We got 9,000 announcements. Okay. First off, make sure if you are not watching us via YouTube, make sure you head over to YouTube, the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. If you're watching us from YouTube as we speak, whether it's right now or the replay, I need you to make sure you just click that subscribe button. Click. And subscribe to the Mamapreneur Podcast YouTube channel. The show stream from there, and I'm always posting updates and things like that. So stay tuned. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you head over to the Mamapreneur Podcast website and order your merch. We got shirts on shirts on shirts. And I have one shirt that is actually in the process of being made. So the minute it is ready, I will be promoting it and showcasing it to you guys, and you guys get to order that shirt as well. Have that as an option. Okay. Mamapreneur website has all updates of upcoming shows, previous shows, all the things. So make sure you're heading over to the Mamapreneur Podcast website. Also, if you are a female entrepreneur out there and you're looking for some community, join the Mamapreneur Tribe. That is a Facebook group that I created last January of 2022. And the group is continuously growing. So if you're looking for a little bit more community within your entrepreneurial world, head over to Facebook. The Mamapreneur Tribe is what you will search. And then I will accept your invitation. This group is for aspiring entrepreneurs, or if you're an existing entrepreneur, female entrepreneur, feel free to submit an invite and I'll be happy to add you to the group. Okay. It is a group that you can network in. You can promote your business. My group is not one of those groups where you can just come in. You only can promote your stuff on Tuesdays. You only can promote your stuff on Saturday. You can promote it as much as you like. I always tell my ladies, I'm not that person. You know, somebody is in my group now, it's 309 people. Somebody will need the services of somebody in the group. Just saying. Okay. For my business owners out there, I am now booking for 2024. Can you believe that 2024 is around the corner? So if you're a business owner, I am doing an episode for guys. So if you're a guy entrepreneur, you definitely need to be talking to me. We can get you on the show. But if you are a female entrepreneur, we are also booking for the year of 2024. And so if you would like to know more, shoot me a direct message, or if you need to send it to Power Team, feel free to shoot that message over to them. Or if you know me personally, send me a DM, send me a text, or call me, and I'll provide more details on how to get started, what dates are available, because dates are already filling up for 2024. Again, this year is going by so fast. So if you want to come on the show and get more exposure for your business, this is your sign. This is the time. Okay. All righty. Affiliate marketing. I now have spots open right now for affiliate marketing, which is like a sponsorship where I promote your business for you on a live broadcast. So if you're not able to physically come onto the show, I can promote your business for you on a live show. This is for male or female owned businesses. Does not matter where you are in the country, because we have people that listen and watch from all over the country. So if that interests you as well, make sure that you send me a DM. If you know me personally, call me, text me, and say, Robbin, what dates you have available for affiliate marketing? I can provide you those dates and what I need from you. Okay. So I wanted to throw those things out there. Next, I wanted to give a shout out to those who donated for Light the Night. Those who, if you came with me to Light the Night, Kesha had a whole group going. They did steps for Light the Night, which is a walk we do in my honor every year. So thank you guys so much. I think we raised a little over $600. Thank you. Light the Night is an event that happens every year. They do it in different cities. Of course, it was here in Dallas, and it raises funds for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and it helps people with. Oh, thank you, baby. She talked about my makeup. It helps fund people's treatments and things like that while they're going through chemo, radiation, whatever. So thank you, everybody, for their support. It was an amazing event. I had so much fun. And it was at a different location this time because I wasn't sure how that was going to go, because I was used to one location for many years. And then the, Leukemia Lymphoma Society said, we're going to change it up. So they changed it up, but it was fun. So, but thank you guys for that and for your support. I will be talking about another event Leukemia Lymphoma Society does every year. It is called the Big Climb. It's downtown Dallas, Bank of America building. It's a stair climb. It's normally, it used to be in January. Now I think it's March of next year. Once I start my team, I'll start talking about it and, asking for donations and things like that. Leukemia Lymphoma Society was such a blessing to me, and I want to return that blessing back. So more to come on the Big Climb for March 2024. Okay. And we're going to see who's going to join me for the climb. I had a team last year. Normally I'm by myself because no one wants to walk up that many steps, but they feed you in and out burger at the end. I don't know if that, I guess that's a perk. I'm hungry anyway after the fact, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. Okay. So, so next, as you guys been seeing that I've been doing webinars for the past few months, and they have been a hit. And so my most popular one that someone requested it. Yes, it is a stair climb, Kesha. Stair climb for Leukemia Lymphoma Society, Bank of America building. You'll be fine. Stretch, work it, twerk it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Trust me. But one of my webinars that have been the most popular of all is the podcasting webinar. So a couple people asked, could I do it? They missed the last one. So mark your calendars, November 20th. I'll be posting this week about it. So you'll see that and how to register and all the things. It is November 20th at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you're wanting to start a podcast, you have a podcast and you just need some more assistance there, want to know more, I will be hosting that webinar, and I have a gift for everyone who attends, but you must be present to win. You must be present to win, and you must be willing to invest in yourself and in your platform and in your business. Okay, so I will provide those details after tonight's episode. So I'll be posting that later on how you can register and all the things. So November 20th, 7 p.m. Save the date, podcasting webinar. Also, I am having an Mimosas and Visions event, vision board event, January 6th, 2024. We're talking about it now because it will fly by. It's going to get here really quick. I'll post the link in the chat. So if you would like to come to Mimosas and Visions, limited seating. All you have to do is bring yourself. You do not have to bring any supplies unless you have something specific you want to put on your vision board. So I will be posting that link in the chat on Facebook and YouTube so you guys can see that. And if you want to come, register. Do not wait till the last minute to register, because once I hit a certain number, I am closing registration. So heads up. All right. Last but not least, before I get to my guest, quick discussion topic. Been having some conversations with a few entrepreneurs in regards to feeling overlooked or feeling like what they're doing as entrepreneurs is not enough. Especially if whatever industry they're in, it is saturated, or it's not reaching people, or you got more watchers than supporters, so on and so forth. I am here today to tell you to keep going. And the best Bible verse, I'm going to go a little Bible on y'all tonight, just briefly. Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary of doing good, but for in due season we will reap the harvest if we do not give up. So in slower times and slower seasons in our business, or if we feel like we're not getting the support, the attention that we should be getting as entrepreneurs, entrepreneurship is ups and downs, ebbs and flows. And so we all have that time in business where we feel like, oh my God, when is it going to be my time? Oh my God, I'm putting in this work. Like, what's up? You didn't pray 9,000 prayers over to God. Like, all right, God, how much longer, man? I have those talks with God. God, let me holler at you for a minute. What's up? And you're doing everything right, but he's lining things up, and we always can't see the end result. But we don't know what he's protected us from in the process. And so for my entrepreneurs out there, if you feel like, oh my God, when is it going to happen? Continue to keep going. Have your moment, snap out of it, and keep going. So again, if you wanted to refer to that verse that I put out there, that is Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. It is something that keeps me motivated when I'm having those times. All right. Just had to put that out there. I'm talking to way too many entrepreneurs that are feeling that way, feeling overlooked, or feeling like, man, I'm putting out this great content. Man, I'm doing the work, but didn't feel like it's grabbing anyone. And here's the thing. Whatever you're doing, people see it. It's just your people hadn't came yet. So that is all, folks. That's all, folks. All right. So to my amazing guest, my ladies. So my first set of ladies, we have the amazing Amy Brothers. She is with Dance Academy of Mansfield. And then I have Shaniqua Staten, and she is the author of Girl, Go Read Your Bible. I can't wait to talk to you about Girl, Go Read Your Bible. And so I'm going to talk to Miss Amy first. Good evening, Miss Amy. Take yourself off mute, girl. Hey, Miss Amy, how's it going?
Hello.
Welcome to the show, honey. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody.
Thank you. That was the longest applause I've ever received.
Hey, you know what? We're here all night. So
yeah,
kidding. But tell everyone a little bit about you and the Dance Academy of Mansfield. That's Mansfield, Texas, y'all.
Yes. Yeah. So we're located just south of Arlington, near 287 off of Highway 287. So Dance Academy of Mansfield, we are celebrating our 25th season.
Wow.
And so we are just blessed and grateful for Yeah, so grateful for all that God has done for us. We are a Christian dance studio that teaches the classic styles of dance: ballet, tap, jazz, modern, to ages 2 years old all the way through high school.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So with Dance Academy of Mansfield, how many students do you currently have? How many what did she put?
Yeah, so we usually have somewhere between 175 to over 200. God has blessed us this year with the most that we've ever had. And so after coming out of COVID, it's been
Mhm.
great.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So what is the most popular style of dance at your location? Like I hear different dance studios, they're known for like certain types of dance. So what would be your at Dance Academy of Mansfield? What is the
Yes.
most popular style of dance there?
So ballet is the foundation of most dance. Can't say all of it, but
Mhm.
most dance. So foundationally, ballet is your technique. So when you see a dancer and you're like, wow, like she just has the cleanest look,
Mhm.
think of like a singer who can really not just sing naturally, they have a natural voice, but they like technically know how to sing. That's what ballet does. So ballet teaches the technique underneath that, then jazz can be on top, modern can be on top of those things. So ballet is required by almost all of our students so that that foundation is solid, and then they can build on it and go do whatever they want. So if they want to go to LA, or if they want to go to New
Mhm.
York, or if they just want to dance right here in the DFW area, there is lots of opportunities for them.
And with that location being around as long as it has been, that's cool to see the kids grow up and like you
Mhm.
said, go off and, you know, Juilliard or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
Now, have you had anyone that has become famous and, seen them on TV?
we all hope for that.
Yes.
We have a few students that have gone on professionally. I have a student that's in New York City right now, and she is pursuing a lot of variety of opportunities. We have a student that has made it to Chicago,
Oh,
which
wow.
and gone on to theater and done some theater programs there. We have several teachers. We have quite a few teachers that have gone on to teaching. And then we have several that have gone on to more local community performing companies,
Mhm.
some paid, some professionally paid, and some more volunteer, but dancing on a regular basis. So, dancing is very much like the athlete world. It's the 1% of the 1% that make it to that professional level where they can make a living off of it. And so we've been blessed to have a few that have gone on and done other things. And so, yeah.
Do any of them get to come back and kind of, teach the girls that are currently dancing or got,
We
girls?
try.
Yeah.
Yeah, we try. We invite them all the time. Currently, we do have a student or a teacher that was with us since she was 3 years old, all the way
Wow.
through high school, went off, performed for 4 years, and then has come back and now is a instructor with us. And so that's been a blessing. Most everybody else has kind of traveled in and out, come, done like a summer class or, something like that. And then, are moving up, because most of them don't live here
Right.
if they are doing it professionally or involved
Now, I know you guys have.
in a more professional role, but
Oh, okay.
we've been blessed. Mhm.
Okay. And I know that you all have different I have a friend that's in dance and that's what she loves. Different
Mhm.
recitals and things like that. Now, do you have any recitals or anything coming up for the academy or
So I don't have anything coming up currently. We don't do a winter production or show. Our next big end of the year production will be in June. And so that's when we'll be doing our end of the year show. A lot of people call it a recital, but we call it a production because we do a very large theatrical based kind of show where there's storyline and sets and props, and think of like Nutcracker and a Broadway show like coming together. We write our own shows, and so there are our own stories, and then we incorporate all of the dancing from all the different genres together to put it on. And we'll be performing that June 8th. We already have the date, June 8th, and it'll be at UTA. So it'll be at their Texas Hall Auditorium.
Okay. Now, you guys currently enrolling for new people, for new dancers to come in? I don't know if you have a stopping point, like.
Yes. So to enroll, we do still have a few select openings. We just opened up Saturday classes. So that is been a great opportunity for newer students to enroll and join in with some other new students. So Saturday classes, we are offering 3 and 4 year old class, a 5 and 6 year old class, and then a 8 and 9 and 10 year old class. And so we'll do enrollment for the end of the year show until January 31st. And so if you don't enroll by then you won't be in the end of the year show. You can enroll into some other programs, but the end of the year show, you have to be enrolled by January 31st.
Okay. Awesome. Because we have DFW, tons of DFW listeners and watchers, I want to make sure they hear that. So if they're thinking, hey, Mansfield, that's not far from the house, let's check this out. Next to last question. What makes Dance Academy of Mansfield stand out among all of the dance studios in Tarrant County or DFW?
Yeah. So we stand out because, again, we are focused on the classical styles of dance. We're one of the smaller studios in the sense that we have a small group of community and connectivity between our families and our teachers, and everybody knows everybody knows each other, and our parents hang out. I was just telling somebody today how amazing our parents are, that we have the best parents. We do not have parents like dance moms or other places where you hear about the drama. Like we don't have that. We have the best parents. In fact, when I hire, that's one of my hiring things, is I tell people, I'm like, you want to come work for us because we have the best parents. You don't have to worry about a parent being all dramatic or over the top. Like, we just have parents that support us and we support them. And I think that's the partnership that works, is that we're there to support these parents and to love their kids as much as they do, and to, keep them all on track.
I love that. I love that. So let everyone know how you can be reached if they're interested in coming to do a tour, want to join you all. Tell everybody how you can be reached.
Yeah. So the website is the best way to reach out to us. So that's Dance Academy of Mansfield, all one word, .com. So really easy. But go to our website. There's a contact us option on there. But you can see our classes. You can see, we don't hide anything, anything and everything you want to know about us is on that website, and that's the best place. We are also on Facebook and Instagram. So if you look on Facebook and Instagram, you can find us. I will say, be careful. Make sure it is Dance Academy of Mansfield, because in Ohio, there is a Mansfield Dance Academy.
Oh, okay. Got it.
In Ohio. So just make sure that you're looking in Texas, that everything is set up to Texas.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Amy. Thank you. Thank you. Next, the amazing Shaniqua Staton. And she is the author of Girl, Read Your Bible. You can unmute, girl. You can go ahead and tell everybody about you and your amazing.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. My name is Shaniqua Staten. I am the creator of Girl Read Your Bible, which originally was just a Bible study journal that I created to be able to help women dive deeper into the Word of God. It has turned into a whole brand. So I create different resources, Bible study resources for women to help them dive deeper into the Word so that are encouraged, they're equipped, and excited to get into their Bible every single day.
I love it. Now, what made you say, I'm going to write this? I'm going to turn this into a book or a journal. What made you say that I'm going to do this?
I've always loved creating things, designing different books and stuff. And during one of the hardest seasons of my life, I really just felt far away from God. I really wanted to just get into His Word more. And during that season of my life, it was just really hard to open my Bible. And so I was like, I need to find a Bible study journal so that I can read through the Bible and take notes. And I didn't just want a journal to just take notes in. I wanted something that actually taught me about the Bible and what it was. And as I was searching, looking at different Bible study journals, I couldn't find one. So I was like, I'm just going to create one. And it was really just for me, just for my personal use. But talking to a lot of different women, I knew that it was a struggle that a lot of women were having, just understanding the Bible as a whole, and just that desire to really study it more. And so I created it and I put it out there, and it's just been blessing so many women across the world. So definitely just excited for that.
Okay. Now, is it just a journal, or you have book and journal? You have the notes. Most folks, if they have the book coming out, they got the book, they got the journal. We got notes if you just want to, have a little notepad, the bookmark, the keychain. I'm joking now, but yes. What do you?
Yeah, so I have a Bible study journal where you're able to take notes for every book and chapter in the Bible. And then I also have a guided Bible reading plan. So it walks you through, right now I have volume 1 that's out. I'm working on volume 2, which should be out soon. But pretty much just walks you through the first 5 books of the Bible, the Pentateuch. Have your Bible reading, and then it gives you a summary of every chapter so that you're just able to understand the Bible better, and it just clears things up, gives you more context information, and then it also has reflection questions, so you're able to go back through the text and really just dive deeper into what you read for that week.
That's amazing, and that's good that you do that you give a summary at the end, because I always tell people with the Bible, I'm so glad that there's so many different versions now. Because King James, I was like, Lord, they talk like that back then? Goodness, because of how it's worded. Thou art, and all, child, okay. So I'm grateful for, contemporary and New American Standard, and I'm okay with that, layman's terms. Okay, he went to the water. Okay, got it. All right, yes, next. I love the Bible. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Some people may read. I'm throwing King James out there because that's the one that gets me every time. I'm like, okay, let me go back and read that again. So I like that you summarize it, because a lot of folks can read a verse or chapter and may not understand it fully. So you're putting an additional spin on it.
Yes, definitely.
I like that.
My heart behind writing this, because I know a lot of people struggle with understanding certain parts of the Bible. Need more context as far as a certain passage. So it's meant to really just help to enhance your Bible reading experience, so that you're able to just really almost like put yourself in the audience's shoes during that time and understand the Bible better. So
I agree. I agree. And a lot of times we could go to Bible study or read a certain verse. And sometimes when life hits us, that's when it clicks.
exactly.
And so I love that that's what you're doing to get people, encouraging people to get out there and read the Bible and read the word, and why it's so amazing, and why it's why you should read it,
Yes.
and more about God, and not even just that, it's a good word, it's a good book.
Yeah.
It don't go nowhere. It's funny, it was a fire, I forgot where that fire was. Everything, it wasn't in the US, everything was damaged but the Bible in the house.
Mm.
And I just thought it was a castle, it was somewhere, it wasn't in the States. And someone pointed that out on a news report about how powerful that Bible was, where everything else was on fire, burned to a crisp, but the Bible in the house. So talk about how you've been promoting this this book, this journal. How have you been promoting it and getting your name out there?
So I literally have just been social media. I mostly sell online. I do like vending events sometimes, but mostly online. Just really just posting videos, different posts, and just trying to inform people more so, like helping them understand the Bible. And then a lot of the information that's from the journal, I kind of post on my social media as well. And then if people want more information, they can always get the journal or the guided Bible reading plan. But social media has been a definite major tool in my promotion.
Now, Bible reading plan, will we be on YouVersion at some point?
I'm working on that next, actually. So
speaking that into existence for you,
yeah.
if it wasn't already on your mind. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. I can't wait to see your face on YouVersion. Be like I know her.
Yes.
I interviewed her. Tell everyone how they can get a copy of your book. Where can they purchase it?
Yes, so you can go to my website, girlreadyourbible.shop. You can purchase a journal or a Bible reading plan from there. You can also find it on Amazon as well.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on, gracing us with your presence.
Yes.
Congratulations on the book. And I know that God is going to just surpass your expectations, girl. Get ready.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'll be in touch. You guys give these ladies a round of applause. They did such amazing job today. All right. So next, I have my two ladies. We're off to the new segment, which I like to call, we've had it before. It's called the Coach's Corner. And so I have two ladies that are going to be coming in. Both are coaches, well within their right. And we're going to talk about their coaching brands. And we're just going to have a little roundtable discussion about coaching. So we have the amazing Jessica Foots and Dr. Melissa Oden. Welcome, Melissa. Well, first things first, I always talk about networking and getting out there and going to events and meeting people. And that's how I met Kesha. And that's why this show exists. And I also met Miss Amy, who just left us, Jessica, and Melissa at my very first speaking engagement back in June. And I walked in the room. This is another situation where I knew no one, with the exception of the person who invited me, my mama, and my best friend. That was about it. And so going in, I didn't know what to expect. And I did, I spoke about the importance of networking and collaborating and all those things. And the ladies came and we connected, and And I was so, grateful that you all wanted to come on to this platform to promote yourselves, but to talk to little old me. And so I'm very grateful that you all are here today. Shouts out to Tracy Poe of Communicate Great. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't know these ladies. So thank you, Miss Tracy. So before I get to my questions, I want to introduce Jessica Foots of Niche Nerds Consulting. This is the coolest name ever for business. You can take yourself off mute and introduce yourself to the people there.
Well, thank you, Robbin, for having me. I'm Jessica with Niche Nerds Consulting. I love the applause. Thank you. We're a global firm, and we're on a mission to empower entrepreneurs to break free from the day-to-day, to stop working so much in their business and work more on their business. So we help with business process improvement, and we really, our mission is to help entrepreneurs become CEOs and lead their companies and be the visionary and not the overworked entrepreneur.
Amen. Work smarter, not harder. All righty. Thank you, Jessica. Yes. I'll be back with you in a moment. All right. The amazing Dr. Melissa Oden. You take yourself off mute, girl. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Well, I'm well. So tell the people in podcast land about all the amazing things that you do before I go into my questions.
So I am Dr. Melissa Oden. I am the CEO of Dr. Melissa Oden Coaching and Consulting. And my background really is in medical social work and health education and public health. And I am a former university professor who has stepped out of that role for the most part. I have my toes just still in it just a little bit. But I left academia in 2020 when we all came home for the event that shall not be talked about anymore. And I finally realized my dream of starting my own business, working with women who are experiencing the effects of the female stress syndrome. And I help them rediscover their balance, growth, and purpose for their life.
Amazing. Amazing, Melissa. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
So glad you're here. And so glad we've connected. Same with Jessica. All right, Kesha, you can put my close-up back. The joys of live TV, live podcast. And again, this is the Coach's Corner. So I'm going to introduce myself as coach here. My name is Robbin Kelton. I am. Oh, thank you, girl. All right. I am the owner of Savvy Salon Systems, which is a coaching program where I help salon owners set up their businesses and set them up for success. Out of 25 years in this industry, I tell people that the beauty school taught us everything but the business. And so that's where I come in to also help salon owners work smarter and not harder in their businesses and eliminate a lot of the mistakes that I made going into the beauty industry. And so I like to have these kinds of chats about coaching, why having a coach is important. As an entrepreneur, you don't know it all. You can't do it all. And it's always good to have another pair of eyes. So we're going to have a quick roundtable discussion with my ladies about the coaching realm and a little bit about what they do within their coaching businesses. So you can put everybody back up, Kesha, and see their beautiful faces. So again, I'm going to be asking you guys a series of questions. Of course, it's things you can answer. But it's a lot about what we do as coaches. So my first question, first question is, what made you say, hey, I want to start a coaching business and I wanted to focus solely on, and I'll go with Jessica because I'm looking at her. Is she frozen? Jessica's frozen. All right. Next victim. Dr. Melissa. Okay, so.
Don't you love live TV?
It was a little delayed there.
There she is. There she is. I'll throw it back to Jessica.
Back to you, Jessica. Did you hear my question before I? Did you hear my question? No?
Yes, it was
Yes.
a little delayed.
Oh, okay, carry on.
Can you hear me okay?
Mhm.
Yes, I did. Yes.
You did?
What made me want to start coaching for business operations? So yes, I originally started out as an executive assistant freelancing years ago and working with very profitable, very successful business leaders, C-suite executives. And over, I've seen the same thing was very successful businesses, but very overworked high-level executives, business owners. And with me working so closely with them, it was oftentimes tied to their systems not being in place. So instead of executive assisting, I found myself setting up the systems, leading the team, and just really setting up the business for success. And it came to a point where a lot of my clients said, "Hey, can you just focus on that only?" And I said, "Well, it's time to pivot. It's what I love." And the transformation of seeing the business owners just go from overworked, stressed out, burnt out, um, not being able to take the vacation they want when they want because they were afraid everything would just fall apart, to just having that time freedom when they start a business. So that's where the passion came from for Niche Nerds and to start the coaching consulting firm.
Okay. Awesome. What about you, Melissa?
So my story actually starts way back in 1994 when I was diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis. And I spent a couple of years working to try and reverse that. And if anybody knows anything about endo, it's not easy to do and it rarely happens, but it did happen for me. I give God all the glory for that because it just typically does not happen. And so when it did happen and I had a chance to reflect, I thought, I really don't want other women to have to go through what I went through to get to this point. And so I could see it was possible. So back then, remember, we didn't have the internet like we have now. We didn't have Zoom. We didn't have StreamYard. We didn't have any of this stuff. I was doing all this research on my own, like in the hard copy library, if you guys remember what those were like. And so I decided that I wanted to be able to go into physicians' offices and teach women, help educate them, right, about their disease process, which now we call coaching. And so, I was way ahead of my time. So that piece never actually came into fruition. But again, when we all started working from home in 2020, and I had to decide what I was going to do with this part of my life and pivot like everybody else did. I was sitting at my desk one day, looked over at my bookcase, and I saw my master's thesis from my public health program. And it said, "Women and Stress, Reclaiming Your Life." And I went, holy cow, how many of us are stressed right now? And what better time to resurrect that project and create an online course about that, which I do have, but I do take a lot of that and work it into my current coaching program to help women address these issues for the female stress syndrome. Because that was one of the things in my research that I discovered about endometriosis is that stress fuels that disease like gasoline on a fire. And so if you're really trying to get down to root causes, you've got to address the stress that's in women's lives. That is the number one killer of women. It's not breast cancer, it's heart disease.
Yep.
By stress.
Yep.
So I wanted to be a coach way back in the day before we even knew what that whole discipline was going to be about. And the way things have kind of turned out in the world today, I was able to find this coaching program through which I am now a certified coach and really weave that topic of passion of mine into the coaching program. So it's been a lovely marriage of the two.
Lonely marriage.
Lovely marriage.
What are some steps that you guys take to get started? Like, okay, all right. Now I want to start this coaching and consulting program, blah, blah, blah. How many weeks did you decide on for your program? What made you say, okay, coaching, let's start here? Because everybody's journey is different once they get started, with the coaching. In your case, you got certified. Now, you don't really have to be certified now. Everybody named Mama call themselves a coach now. You be like, okay, girl, okay. How are you the coach? Expertise, blah, blah, blah. So I'll go with Jessica. Is she freeze on me?
Yes, sorry, Robbin. When it comes through a little delayed on my end.
No worries.
And so for me, you said the certification. for the coaching.
Like, what were some steps you took? So once you decided, hey, I want to go ahead and start my own coaching brand, what steps did you take to kind of make it official? So like Melissa kind of just touched on hers a little bit as far as certification and all that stuff. What about you?
Yes. So once I decided to pivot from executive assisting, I went and got certified with the International Association of Online Business Managers. And I was certified with them earlier this year to make it more official and also to improve my skills. I love to continue learning and improving, and that's what Niche Nerds is, just continually improving. And so once I decided, okay, this is official, this is what I wanted to do, I signed up for the certification, and then it wasn't much time like between when I made the decision and when I joined the certification program, maybe just a few weeks. I knew that's what I wanted to do, and I love it. And so those were pretty much the steps that I took. I still, in the meantime of being certified, I still networked, and I still met with other people, connected with entrepreneurs, just say, hey, this is what I'm pivoting to, just to kind of gauge the interest also, and for the services. And it just was always a very positive feedback. Even my current executive assistant clients, when I pivoted, switched over with me and wanted to use the business process improvement steps that I took. And it is, coaching in itself is very saturated, especially now. But when you can offer that transformation and the value that you're giving to others, it is very easy to just stick with it and say, I'm going to continue on because I know the value. I've seen, the end result, and I have to keep offering this to others.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Question for both of you. Talk about a time with a client of yours where you felt the biggest transformation for them while they were under your program. Anybody can go.
It's kind of funny because you never expect it when it happens. I mean, like, what you have, right? And you have value, but sometimes when it actually happens, you're a little bit shocked, which is kind of funny. But I actually have a client who has just made leaps and bounds in her small business since I started working with her. And actually, I didn't even start working with her personally. I was actually doing some professional development training in her agency. And when she called and told me the next day that she had, right after that training had happened, that she was no longer employed there, she was like, is this what you were talking about earlier about going to get my ULA Life? Because I'm a certified ULA Life coach. And I was like, whoa, well, I didn't mean it quite that way. But yeah, sometimes that's how it works. And so we've been working together since then, and it's been several months. And I have seen her grow. So I hope she's watching. I'm not going to mention her because I don't want to throw her under the bus, but I hope she's watching, and I hope you hear me tell you, I have seen you grow by leaps and bounds, and I'm so proud of her. And it's really not about me. That's the thing you have to remember as a coach. It is not about me. I have a tool that I am more than happy to share with people, but the people who are making great strides like this person are actually doing the work.
That part.
They are actually doing the work. It's just like when you work on yourself, nobody can do it for you but you. And I think that's what makes it even more deeply gratifying for me as I watch these ladies, do their thing, is that they are actually doing the work, and I'm right there beside them holding their hand the whole time. So I don't get any of the credit for that at all.
Right. As long as they're doing the work, they're doing their part,
I just try to create an environment where they feel supported to do the work. I can't do it for them. I can't make them do it, but I can create a safe environment for them to be able to do it. And that's what's gratifying when they actually do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jessica, you have anything to add for you?
Yes. And I love what Melissa said. The client has to do the work, and you can just provide that framework from previous results that you've seen on, hey, this is how you get success. And it reminded me of a particular client I had that working with her, and this is very common with entrepreneurs. A lot of things are in their head and not in a central hub where their team can actually execute on it, where they have to be the ones pushing the buttons, giving the orders. And so we took that, completely transformed it, got the SOPs written, got the processes, got the quarterly plan aligned with the big vision. And at the end of that, when everything was said and everything just started moving on its own like clockwork, she just told me, she said, I've never felt this clear about my business, was the word. And so that focus, that renewed focus, because you're not constantly putting out urgent fires, that was one of the biggest, I would say, compliments that I could have gotten, not personally, but just with the success that she got, that she felt clear. She didn't feel so bogged down. So making decisions just in the spare of a moment. And but it's the clients doing the work. So but definitely gaining back that time. She had and this is with a lot of my clients, they gain back time in their week. They gain back that clarity, that focus to know what initiatives to focus on when, and it helps them to move the needle forward in their company, to scale, to grow, to sell their business, to get their business to a point to sell if they want to. And so, like Melissa said, it's it's very it's just amazing to witness.
Amazing. So, last question before we close out. For the people in podcast land that see you, hear you right now, and they may be looking for a coach to help them navigate whatever area in their life they need navigating in their businesses and what have you. You ladies give a quick reason why they should do business with you. Melissa, go.
I'm fun. That's part of it. But I also have lived and might actually be currently living in this world that I teach about. Life is just stressful. And when you have somebody that's willing to walk by your side and hold your hand and say, you know what, I get it. And they really do get it. It makes a huge difference. It makes you want to do the work, and it makes you want to be a better person. And so, I'm that girl that will hold your hand with you. I won't do it for you, but I will walk with you until you get to where you need to go. So if you want to have some fun while you're changing and growing and finding that purpose and balance in your life again, then I'm your girl.
All right. Thank you, Jessica.
So what sets Niche Nerds apart and working with me personally is we don't only do business process improvement. There are several companies that can write SOPs and set up processes, but we really want to align that with your big vision that you had when you started the company. So everyone starts their business not to be an employee of their business, but they had a vision in mind, either to gain back time, to have more personal freedom, to have a lifestyle business. And we really focus in on, okay, what was the purpose? What is your why? And let's align your business to that. And the framework behind that is just a tool. And we get in there and we help you implement it. We don't just say, do this, do that, but we also get in there and implement it with you. And then at the end of that, say, is this the business that you had envisioned? We like to say it's your business designed. We're going in there helping you design a business that you love.
Mm.
That's amazing. Let everyone know how you can be reached. Jessica.
You can find me at www.nichenerds.com. And also you can email me at hello@nichenerds.com. We have a newsletter on the website you can sign up for that I send operation tips, tips for business growth, leadership tips, and best practices for your business.
Okay. Awesome. All right, Dr. Melissa.
You can find me at drmelissaoden.com. When you go to my website, you're going to see a pop-up box and you're going to be able to take a stress quiz. Let's find out how stressed you are so we can figure out how to address that. And I also have a weekly email that goes out. So your name will be added to that weekly email list. Those are super fun too. I don't spam anybody. The feedback I get from those is really positive. So that's how you can reach me, or you can email me at melissa@drmelissaoden.com.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming on tonight. And before we close out, make sure you all are following Mamapreneur Podcast on all major platforms. That's LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, IG, TikTok. We everywhere. Make sure you're following Mamapreneur Podcast on all platforms. Again, now booking for 2024. So if you're wanting to come on to the show and promote your business, shoot me a DM today. Let's talk. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. And we will see you again in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.